Hey man, what's taking so long? The damn pick is stuck.
How'd that happen? The fuck? I see something.
Surprise, motherfucker! It's so odd. Got you now.
You don't remember if you ain't leaving here alive, asshole. Choke on this, asshole. Here.
Help me with this asshole!
Take it down!
surprise me at all.
It's a good thing I have my job and don't need to worry about it.
You know what that reminds me of?
You here? Good.
You were right. It was a trap.
Looks like you were getting close to the truth. Either they killed Lucas, or they know who did. We'll force them to talk.
How will you do that?
By taking control of the water tower. Jack and Joe took off somewhere. Only stragglers left in the tower at best. This is the only source of water in the area. And whoever controls the water, controls old Villador.
So you'll take it by force?
I could. With the bandits gone, the Bazaar will station guards at the tower. At the first sight of the PK, there'll be an immediate clash of forces. Well, I don't want to give them an excuse for war. However, if someone took over the tower quietly, it would be a fait accompli.
So you want me to sneak in there?
Yes, and disarm the charges left by Jack and Joe. Take out whoever's left up there. But be careful. The tower's the tallest structure in the area. The only way up was cut off.
I can try. Seems like the only option right now.
All right? Go for it. If you pull it off, we'll gain massive leverage for the Bazaar to tell us who the killer was. What are you waiting for? 2 weeks ago.
Need to get myself a new weapon at the armory. This one is more.
The butcher's our greatest enemy.
What happened?
A crate fell on my foot.
You know they don't pay overtime here, right?
Don't ask me. I need the money. Need to get myself a new weapon at the armory. This one's worn out. better here than cooped up on the ship.
Inhibitor container nearby.
Hey, Hankel, I'm at the monument. You were right. Not much left of it.
Good. Look closely. There is much more to it than meets the eye.
What happened here?
That is where the riots started. People were terrified. How could they protect themselves and their families? There was massive unrest. So, a curfew was put in place, and homes were raided to ensure no one was hiding any weapons. Punishment for those who didn't comply was quite severe.
Ah, there's a plaque here. Oof, a lot of names on it. Are those the victims of a massacre?
Yes, 64 names. Things was starting to get pretty bad outside the walls around then, and the army needed more weapons. So they confiscated the civilians' weapons. Private ownership of any sort of firearm and its ammunition was forbidden thereafter.
Shots were fired.
The army started shooting at people. Panic broke out. And of course, things only got worse. The riots escalated. It was the beginning of the end. Light the candle.
So you're saying that Pratt made a bad call, taking people's guns away?
Hard to know for sure, but it didn't end well for anyone. In fact, the main irony is that the army soon ran out of ammunition. And just like that, firearms became obsolete. At least, that's what's generally believed to have happened. Now, you'll hear some folks claim that Pratt kept a secret stash of ammunition somewhere in the city. But if so, he took that secret to the grave. So I guess we'll never really know. And that's the thing about history. We rarely ever really know. It's not a hard science. History is fragile as the passing of time. It takes the vigilance of people like myself to make sure it's not rewritten to suit the whim of each new generation's self-righteous fight. The duty of remembrance. Everyone should practice it. Farewell now, Pilgrim. I hope this little trip down memory lane has illuminated your path.
Inhibitor container detected. Inhibitor container nearby. Inhibitor container nearby.
Months because of this ridiculous
What if
blockade.
there's too much electricity in the air?
Is that even possible?
Aiden, what's the status?
It looks like the bandits fled the water tower. It's unoccupied. Aiden wants to take control of the water and force the Bazaar folk to talk.
So this is how he's looking into Lucas's murder. He's not such an idiot after all. But watch out for Joe, Aiden. The guy's a clown, but he's dangerous. I doubt he'd just run off like that.
Everyone, this is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Today, Sarah has a story to share with us. Sarah, please begin.
When I got here in 2024, I was young. All my short life, I'd lived in this little town. But eventually, like everyone else, I had to flee. And we heard the Villador was still taking people in, so we walked for 40 days and 40 nights. When we got here, they had just closed the gates. So we camped outside the walls like thousands of other people. Infected swarmed us. We fought them off with rocks during the day. At night, they got more dangerous. Sometimes a sniper on the walls would have mercy and help. Eventually, some guy showed up. Told us he'd smuggle us in through the sewers. As soon as we got past the wall, he disappeared with all our stuff. Then a patrol caught us, packed us in a truck, laughing that they were taking us to the mosh pit. That's what they called the refugee camp at the stadium. We slept on pallet beds. Everyone fit for work dug latrines. And graves. 1 meal a day. No blankets. We were sick for almost a month. Then Jake got jaundice. Don't know where they buried him. Just me and a 3-year-old son. One night, power went out in the entire stadium. Black as the grave. There were 15,000 people there, without UV light. Panic broke out. I took Ben and started to run. We fought through the crowd. And then I heard noises, like fireworks. People started to point at something. I looked and saw some buildings spewing this yellow cloud. And these things flying over the city like giant bees. Black Monday. January 6th, 2025. They started dropping chemical bombs, that yellow dust everywhere. The whole camp started to run. I got knocked to the ground and I lost track of Ben. I was screaming his name, but the crowd was so thick. I remember people pushing me into the street. I remember the smell of fear filling the air. The sky covered in a yellow haze. I blacked out. I woke up at dusk, alone, on an empty roof, between mangled bodies. I heard the infected feeding on corpses. I thought I would never see my son Ben again. I searched corpses for a week, looking for the body of my 3-year-old son. Then, somebody told me the local priest was keeping a list of people who were missing and had been found.
Carl.
Turned out that Ben had been found by a couple in the stadium crowd when we were pushed into the street.
It's okay, hun. Let it out.
When I found him, I thought I would die from joy. We had survived. That's what mattered. We survived.